Are you prepared for the newest and most exciting NBA behind-the-scenes news? Must be done immediately. The Lakers are engaged in heated talks. Trae Young, Dejounte the target, and the Hawks are being watched. This is a special chance. See the details that could change the game by tuning in. Don't miss this historic opportunity in the history of the league. Now, let's discuss the news of the day. To ensure you're up to date on all things Lakers, first make sure you're a subscriber to the channel. The upcoming videos will feature a variety of content. Hello everyone. It's nice to see everyone again. It seems like a player joins the Lakers team for eternity, don't you think? And now it's occurring once more. Guys like Donovan Mitchell, Bruce Brown, and even DeMar DeRozan have been discussed extensively. This summer, they were all mentioned in relation to our team once more. And it's highly probable that they'll stay till they retire. However, you can't always believe all of the trade rumors. After all, it takes two teams that are willing to negotiate to make a deal happen. If at least one of them refuses. In basketball, deals aren't necessarily real when we talk about them. It's just talk at times. However, every now and then, a conversation takes place or nearly takes place. This typically occurs when a group tries to transform itself into something different, as if it never existed. Then, it's possible that the Lakers have had their eye on a player from a different squad for some time. For example, the Lakers may have had their eye on a player from the Atlanta Hawks for some time. Everyone is aware, I believe, that the Lakers have been watching these players for a while. Are you familiar with elite basketball players like John Murray and Trae Young? It appears that Atlanta, their team, may be considering trading them at this time. There is one detail, though. Bill Simmons was the last person to discuss this, and he's not always accurate. However, a few people have made remarks about this potential. Well-informed sources Shams and even Mark Stein predicted Atlanta would likely negotiate at least one of the two. They're definitely open to trading with practically any team if they're prepared to exchange one or even both. Consider what may happen if the Atlanta team opted to offload every player. That would present a fantastic chance for other clubs such as the Lakers to participate. Without a doubt, young Murray would be the Lakers' primary goal. However, Atlanta also has other talented players that could be useful to other clubs such as the Lakers. And I believe the Lakers should keep a watch on it and consider which of these players would be a good fit for them if that were to happen. Or at least I believe they ought to. Like me, you probably already know that the Lakers haven't been playing well lately. Before we do that though, remember to subscribe to the channel and turn on the notification bell in order to receive all the updates if you want to be informed about everything that is happening with the Lakers over the offseason. Although it may appear redundant, I genuinely appreciate it, and it makes a difference. But let's get right to the point, practically everyone. As I mentioned earlier, there's a shift occurring within their squad. Additionally, every one of the top 5 earners is a very wealthy player, more than $15 million annually. It follows that they are unable to be gay. A modification without first altering these contracts. Additionally, they will undoubtedly need to move a less well-known player regardless of whether they decide to trade Trae Young and Dejounte Murray. And I believe it's time for us to start discussing these less well-known athletes. Of them, I think Clint Capella, who is 30 years old, has the most chance. Look, they're almost definitely going to negotiate him because his contract is about to expire. They have an Okio, who is a lot better player on the squad currently. Capella is therefore less significant than he once was. Many remember him playing at a high level in Houston, but that's not the same anymore. He would not, in my opinion, be the best candidate for negotiation. Only if I could add a far superior player to the squad would I trade him. See, he's the player I really wanted. There is one detail, though. It wouldn't be so horrible to change him. His contract is about to expire. Even though he earns over $22 million, he might be a good backup at a lesser cost. And that would be a possibility if they kept him on the squad for the next season. But after giving it some thought, I believe that Bogdanovic is the most valued of these 3 players, Capella, Bogdanovic, and Hunter. He is the only person who has proven worthy of his present deal thus far. Considering how young he is, DeAndre Hunter still has a lot of room to grow. However, he hasn't performed in a way that justifies a salary of $22 million a year. Thus far, has he? However, in terms of pay, at least, Bogdanovic is performing at the caliber that is anticipated of him. And even though he's gotten a little older, I believe he'll perform well for the remaining 3 years of his deal. And see, I believe that his pay will go down a little each year. Look, in the upcoming years, his pay will vary somewhat. This season, it will fall from $18 million to $17 million. And the next 2 seasons, it will fall to $16 million. See, the team has the option to determine whether or not to keep him during the final year of his contract. This implies that the team can release him without having to pay anything, even if he declines. However, guess what? He will be well worth every dollar of this contract, in my opinion, particularly in light of the rise in player compensation. Because of his exceptional play, Bogdanovic may have one of the greatest contracts in the league right now. You know, we're talking about one of the league's finest three-point shooters. He has been among the finest in the last 5 years, despite the fact that they don't talk about him much. As you can see, he is currently making around 7 three-pointers per game, which equates to a 39% percentage. Furthermore, he's not just a person who tosses. He is an expert at moving about the court, so the defense must always keep an eye on him. Not only is he constantly present in the game, but he never stops. Averaging 3 assists per game and only 1.4 errors per game in the previous season, he is also a skilled playmaker. As the defense closes in on him, he excels at locating open teammates. You know, the Lakers need this kind of skill. Malik Beasley was even used in an attempt to do this, but his performance fell short of their expectations. Now that Bogdanovic and Beasley are compared, Bogdanovic is the more trustworthy, even though his defense isn't as strong. Thus, in my opinion, he would be a far superior pick for the squad. And one more, I would be extremely fascinated if we considered speaking with him personally, or possibly involving him in a trade with Dejounte Murray. We're nearly finished. Prior to realizing that you Lakers supporters haven't yet liked this video, let me say that this is crucial in order for YouTube to keep providing you with our content and to keep you updated on the Lakers. It's free to like this video now, so please do so. Look, Bogdanovic's contract is really awesome. And he would provide the club a wealth of skills that they currently lack. And you know, this is really crucial. Perhaps DeAndre Hunter would be a better choice in place of Bogdanovic. As I previously stated, I find it fascinating that he is so young, just 26 years old, even though I don't think he deserves the money he is currently making. However, the truth is that he lacks particular skill. He lacks all-around skill in the shooting department, defensive prowess, and playmaking ability. All in all, he's competent in a variety of things, yet lacking in any one area. And for a man who will make over $21 million annually for the following 3 years, I'm not sure if it's worthwhile. You know, I could use a bit more. I'm not sure how we can make a good trade for DeAndre Hunter, unless they're ready to give up almost nothing. In light of this, I believe that Dejounte Murray must be included in the negotiations in order to secure him or Clint Capella. Since Trae Young has a considerably larger deal, we would most likely only be negotiating on his behalf. However, you can still make rapid concessions to Trae Young and Dejounte Murray. To be honest, I don't think he belongs on the team, especially not with LeBron. LeBron's contract is really pricey, so I'm not sure how they could replace him, even though I would really enjoy it if they could. For example, there are 2 players who are not the best at defending and who enjoy having the ball in their hands. You know, I'm not sure how they were going to pull it off. In addition, it would be quite challenging to let go of Trae Young. They will wind up with a slightly lopsided squad if they make this move, and that's not cool in the modern NBA. I would only do that in the improbable event if LeBron decided to leave the franchise. In terms of playing style and cost to join the squad, Dejounte Murray seems like the greatest choice to fit the team's requirements. But don't worry, you know, getting fits. Not easy either. However, I believe it would be somewhat simpler than obtaining Trae Young. Atlanta might find it challenging to negotiate a cheaper price, in my opinion. Look, we would most likely need to make a sizable offer if we were to trade for Trae Young. Would then demand something of value in return, such as 2 first-round draft picks and Austin Reeves. And without any protection, those would likely need to be very wise decisions. However, we would need another contract, or possibly 2 to shut the account, because Austin Reeves only makes $18 million while Dejounte Murray makes over $25 million. Maybe a trade with D'Angelo Russell, or perhaps someone like Gregory Hachimura. Ultimately, though, I believe Atlanta will find it hard to accept that. Hey everyone, have a look. The Lakers ought to consider making a trade for Dejounte Murray, in my opinion. He's shown his ability to play well with a player that enjoys having the ball. You know, when he puts in the effort, he can create and be a fantastic defender. He has also made significant progress in his three-point shooting. Ultimately, everything hinges on the cost. Isn't that right? Tell me what you think in the comments below. Which players do you believe the Lakers should try to trade if Atlanta blows up their team? I'm looking forward to the feedback. I appreciate you watching thus far. Remember to subscribe to the channel in order to keep getting updates on new content. Get all the most recent Lakers news and information by accessing our playlist, which will show up on the screen or in the pinned comment. You can also remain connected for behind-the-scenes content. Everything about the Los Angeles Lakers team, including transfers, last-minute controversy, and highlights. Till the subsequent video.